What's the deal? What's happening? Back again. I look like shit, feel like shit. Feel like my energy's been attacked the last couple of days. I don't know, maybe I just been over emotional. Maybe I just been a pussy. I don't know, but hopefully I can finish this story in 2 more chapters because I'm ready to just live. I'm ready for this shit to be over with. This shit's draining. But who knows? Maybe in the end, it'll be worth it. You never know until you know. I'm gonna tell this story as a letter. It's been a few days since I talked to my baby mama. So the emotion and the emotion from that conversation is kind of gone. It's kind of settled down now. So could be good, could be bad, but before it goes away completely, I'm just gonna talk directly to her and say things that, I don't know, I always wanted to say, some things I have said before, and just try to wrap this shit up as much as possible. And then I got an idea for tomorrow too. So we'll see what happens. You ready? Here we go. Dear my baby mama, dear Shawn, I love you, bro. And I care about you. To me, my definition of love, or what I've done over the years to show you that I love you, is that I've done my best to give you everything that I can give you, to sacrifice everything I can sacrifice in order for you to be happy and be successful. A lot of the things that I did was my own choice, my own decision, because I felt like it was best based on the circumstances that we was in, okay? When I first met you, bro, I felt so cool to know you, to be around you. It was an honor to be in your presence. And like a lot of other people who were around you, I would have done anything just about to be in your presence. Except I wasn't willing to sacrifice the man that I wanted to be. That was my only rule. And most of the time that looked like me not sacrificing liking other women. I know that's what it looked like most of the time. Because for the most part, in regards to us, that's what it was. You gotta understand, right? I mean, you don't have to understand, but I will hope that you understand that when you met me, I was just a kid with a big heart who needed a friend very, very badly. And for the longest time, even now, I believe that you are my best fucking friend, the best friend that I ever had, regardless of all the shit that happened. Like you said, nobody knows me like you know me. So it really hurts. It really hurts to know that you are my best friend, and you are my best friend, and yet you refuse to accept me and understand me for becoming the man that I told you I wanted to become at 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the only way I could have ever satisfied you was to sacrifice my whole life for you. Because the reality of the situation, like you've admitted yourself, the only reason why you hate me is because I wanted to date other women. Like I didn't want you to be the only woman that I ever kissed, that I ever touched, that I ever was intimate with, because I was never with you because I was attracted to you in like a romantic way. I was with you because you were my best friend, and I thought you needed me just as much as I needed you. Call it sympathy, I guess, but I try not to use that word because, like I said, I needed you just as much as I thought you needed me. So I don't get it. I told you that I wanted to date other women. You said, okay. I told you that I wasn't physically attracted to you. I told you that it was kind of embarrassing holding your hand in public and being seen with you in public. That didn't rub over too well. But you still stayed around. I told you everything, bro. You know everything. You know who I liked. You brought it up over the conversation. You was there for me when I found out that my dad wasn't my real dad. You grew up with me. You was there for me through my most vulnerable moments. But yet, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for you to truly understand and accept who I was. And looking back on it, bro, I hate to say it, but instead of you allowing me to be the man that I wanted to be, you were trying to turn me into your man. And to do that to a young boy, to do that to a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 14-year-old, to do that to a person in general is grooming. That's what that's called. And that's why I did what I did when I finally realized it. When I finally got over the illusion of you just being my best fucking friend and you just being hurt. I always made excuses for the way that you treated me. I always made excuses for the decisions that you made, for you not having my back the way that you should. Because you should have turned on the people that turned on me, just like I turned on the people that turned on you. You should have been there for me more than I was there for you because you were older than me. You had more resources than I had. You should have took me under your wing and cared for me, but you didn't. You always found a way to fucking hate me. And I don't get that because regardless of what you ever did to me, like you made it super hard for me to even see my firstborn son. And you know that. You know that you and your mother made it extremely hard. Every birthday that nigga had, you came up with some type of argument, some type of reason for why I couldn't show up. And he'll never know that, and he'll never believe that because you never showed him that side of you. The first time he seen that side of you was when I popped up at your house. And that's why I did it. Because if something happens to me, then I'll never be able to really show him the truth. Because you've always tried to manipulate him and show him what you wanted to show him to get what you wanted to get out of him. Like what you did was trifling. Bottom line. And you know it. And you know that I'm a good person because all the parenting methods, all the philosophies that I gave you, you took and you used to this day. That was me that used to take my boys to see every new movie. That was me. But now who takes them to see every new movie now? Now you all of a sudden tell him the truth about life. Who started that? Who honors honesty more than me? Who started that? You allow your mother to manipulate our children the same way that she manipulated you. Why? And then, why get mad at me when I finally fucking notice it? Notice that my son doesn't even know where he got his name from. And he's really a junior. Like, he has my middle name because you love that middle name. And you're not even fighting to keep that legacy, to keep that story alive. How is that not supposed to hurt me? How is it not supposed to hurt me that you let a woman into your life, your best friend, into your life, and treat my children like she's their father, and then disrespect me anytime I came around, like I'm not their father, like I haven't made the sacrifices to be their father? There's only so much a fucking minor can do, and I did it. I did everything that I could do as a fucking minor for my children and for you. I protected you. I kept you out of prison. You're a fucking security guard. You wouldn't be able to do that if I really was, you know what I mean, as evil as you. You wouldn't have no life if I was as evil as you. You wouldn't even be able to cut me off. I gave you the ability to hate me, and I don't even get credit for that. Through the whole relationship, you've always treated me like a child. Whenever you get mad, whenever you get in your feelings, you know, whenever you're just having a bad day, you'll try to make me go sleep in the room with the kids, sleep in their bed. How degrading do you think that is? As a young boy who's really trying to be a man and prove himself as a man, as a boy I was never supposed to be in your house. Our whole relationship was a fucking sneak and a hide, and you know that. Because if we were really dating like you try to say that we were, if we were really together like you try to say that we were, then how come my mom didn't know about us until you fucking got pregnant and I'm the one who had to tell her? You knew what you was doing was wrong. You knew that you was foul from the jump. That's why you didn't tell nobody that you was fucking on me. Because if it was so real, if it was so genuine, if it was so pure, and I was supposed to honor it like a real fucking relationship, then how come nobody else knew but me and you? It doesn't add up, does it? But I still made excuses, you know? Maybe she's just hurt. Maybe she's just mad, you know? Whatever. I always made excuses for you, and I always tried to put my feelings to the side. Although it took me a while and a lot of drugs, and now I understand why. Because the shit was trifling. Nobody else would have done what I did for you. People looked at me stupid for doing it. But I just think it's weird that, you know, even up until the fucking child support thing, you call me a fucking child. But when I call myself a child and I admit that I was a child and I say, well, if I was a child, then that makes you a child molester. That makes you a pedophile. Why is it so bad now? Why are you so upset? Isn't that what you've been trying to tell me the whole time? You've been trying to tell me that I'm nothing but a child the whole time. And then when I finally admit it, it's a problem. What did you want from me? I don't know. It makes me believe that I could have never satisfied you. It makes me believe that for some crazy, sick, and twisted reason, you wanted to keep me alive just enough so that, I don't know, you can have my babies and dominate me and control me, right? Because even when I was being successful, it wasn't good enough for you. Like, we both know that your family does music, your cousins, your uncle, they all do music. And they all think that I am the best one out of all of them. It's been like that since we was kids. I'm the same age as your little brother, bro. It's been like that since we was kids. And I've always tried to go out and make music. And the one time where I have my own computer and I'm sitting in your house and I'm making my beats and I'm recording my shit, you came in there and picked a fight with me over what? You always would come in there and fuck up my energy and fuck up what I got going for what? Why didn't you ever want to see me succeed? Why didn't you ever want to see me do great? Why is it that the only way I could ever prosper was to get away from you? I don't get it. You accepted me for who I was verbally, but then when I would go out and I would talk to girls my own age, it was always a problem, a big problem, like I'm going to cause a fight, I'm going to kick you out, knowing that you don't have nowhere to go in this city. Like, I used to come from Long Beach to Barstow to see you on a bus illegally because my mom didn't approve of it. And I would get to your house and you would pick a fight with me because as 14, think about a 14-year-old. That's why it's funny to me. At 14, I go outside to play. I still like to play at the playground every day. So I go outside and play and I find some friends and I like this girl. And you find out and you get mad and you fucking kick me out and start a fight with me. Yes, I punched a hole in your wall because I don't understand why that was a problem. To this day, I don't get it. If I was a child, why don't you expect me to do what children do? I don't get it. And then you allow your fucking big ass immature brother to put his fucking hands on a child. Because you was mad that you caught me at another girl's house. A girl my age, mind you, the same girl that, you know, I was playing on the playgrounds with. I really wish that nigga would try to put his hands on me now. I really do. I can't wait to see that nigga because I'm grown now. And even as a kid, that nigga couldn't stop me. That nigga hit like a bitch. I really want to see that nigga touch me now. Now that we on the same playing field. I'm almost out of time. I can't give you all the details, but you know the story. There's a reason why your grandmother still respects me and likes me. There's a reason why deep down you know that you can't truly cut me off. You know the only reason that you can keep me out of your life is because I stay out of your life. Because I know that you're trying to keep up with this delusion. Because I know that the only way that you can prosper is to keep up with this delusion. You know that you were overdosing on drugs and you was trying to kill yourself when I took those kids away from you. You know that. How was I going to explain that to my children when they grew up? And they asked me like, damn, like, why did mom die? How did mom die? So you telling me you knew mom was going through this and you didn't do nothing? How was I going to explain that to them? I'm not you. I'm not going to sit here and try to put all the fucking blame on you. I'm going to take accountability because I know at the end of the day, if I gave the children back to you, you would have prospered, and you did. You did exactly what I expected you to do. You went on about your life and you succeeded. Succeeded because you were able to hate me finally. You finally had a reason to hate me. But you only hate me because I finally accepted the truth. I finally accepted that I'm a child and you're bigger and more mature and more stronger and greater than me. And that makes you a pedophile. The fact that you had 2 children with a child, somebody who's lesser than you. I was never really your man, was I? I was always just a sperm donor. Your mother called me a sperm donor when I was 14 years old. And then you have the audacity to tell me it over the phone like it's supposed to hurt me. Shawn, I've never been nothing more to you than a sperm donor. Never. You've never treated me with any more respect. Anything that you ever gave me was probably out of guilt. Because if you really, 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 really loved me, my nigga, there's no reason why we can't be together today. Mistakes happen. Why can't we correct them? When I did become an adult, I proposed to you. I gave you a ring. I took you out on a date. Yes, I went to sleep in the movies. You show me a man who hasn't fell asleep in the movies. Does that mean I don't care about you? Does that mean I don't like you? I fall asleep on every date in the movies. The movies make me sleepy. I fall asleep at home when we watch movies. Does that mean I don't care about you? Is that what you're saying? It's unfortunate that I couldn't care about myself and care about you. It's unfortunate that I had to relinquish all rights to myself and all life experiences that regular people have to be with you. And you can admit that you don't like me because I was unwilling to change for you, but yet you can't admit that that makes you a pedophile, that means that you were trying to groom me because you was trying to make a 12-year-old, 14-year-old boy become your perfect man. You know, I'm not mad at you for what you did. You know what I mean? I'm not, because you're going to always be my best friend. At the end of the day, you did groom me. And I'm going to always stay loyal to your grooming. Unfortunately, because that's the type of man that I am. I got to stay loyal to you because I made a commitment, right? But you know what makes me mad? That even though I have no hard feelings towards you, even though I forgive you and I accept you for who you are and what you've done, it's still not good enough for you to come and correct your mistakes. It's still not good enough for you to put your ignorance to the side and try for me, to try for us. It just shows me that there's nothing that I can possibly do to satisfy you. And finally, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Is it unfortunate? It is. Because I missed a lot of my children's life. Those are my boys. Those are my 2 juniors. I only have 2 juniors. And I had to give them a reason to hate me in order for them to have a mother and a father that was alive and doing well. It's very unfortunate, but I think I'm finally coming to terms with this shit. I'm finally accepting this shit, and I'm okay. I know you don't care. I know this probably makes you even more mad to know that I'm okay. But I am okay. And I do love you. And I wish you the best. And I'm happy with my decisions. I'm happy that you're still alive because you don't deserve to die. I know you tried to tell me that I don't deserve to die because it'd be too easy, but the reality is, Shawn, you don't deserve to die. You're mine. You're mine, baby. Whether you like it or not, we got a soul tie. And I hope you stay on this earth long enough to see me fucking succeed. I hope you stay on this earth long enough to feel all this love that I got for you. And I hope it makes you feel great and wonderful. I hope it makes you smile. And I hope it breaks your bubble of delusion. And I hope it breaks all the reason and excuses that you have to hate me. And I hope you lay down in bed at night, and I hope you dream about me, and I hope you think about me, and I hope you say my name when you fucking other men. I hope you have the best possible life that you could possibly have. I only want the best for you. And that's true shit. It may sound evil, but it's evilly good. Because I know you don't like good shit. I know you want me to hate you, but guess what? I'm not going to. You're not gonna force me to hate the mother of my children. You're not gonna force me to hate my woman. So you can take this positivity, you can take this understanding, and you can take this acceptance. And I hope you live with it. Cause you my nigga. And I love you. Keep your head up. Never get fucking fed up. Stack your motherfucking bread up. Some. Pop gonna play it. Cause I'm gonna be alright. Regardless. And so are you. Until next time. Best friend.